Hey, what's up YouTube? So I was out on the forums looking around, out on the forums like I'm like out on the town or something. I was on the internet on the forums and I came across a forum by a guy or a girl. It was started by someone named Galaxy 7 and they were stating that their Focus ST, the 2016 Focus ST, and it actually came from the factory with no sound Symposer at all. Now the original video is a little incorrect and misleading. I had to actually come in here and do this voiceover and I re-upload it for the second time to get everything exactly correct. Now the issue with these Focus STs is not that there's no sound Symposer, because that's not true. There actually is a sound Symposer, as you can see there. The issue is that there's no hose. The hose from the sound Symposer all the way to the firewall is missing, and there's no hole in the firewall. So anytime throughout the video you hear me say there's no sound Symposer, that's not true. Remember, there is a sound Symposer, there's no hose. The hose and the hole in the firewall is what's really missing, not the sound Symposer. So that prompted a lot of people to try to figure out what was going on, if it was a misbuild or if it was some kind of like mid-cycle production refresh for the vehicle. So everybody was going crazy trying to figure it out, and then someone else came out and it was like, yo, I don't have one either. Someone else came out, I don't have one either. Someone finally posted and was saying that it was a misbuild. It was actually misbuilt from the factory. It's not supposed to come like that. There was no mid-cycle production refresh for 16 Focus STs here in the US that changed the sound Symposer to make it some kind of speaker sound Symposer. That was the issue a lot of people were thinking it was. They changed it from, you know, a regular sound Symposer piping in actual engine noise to a speaker sound Symposer, but that's not the case. If you have a 2016 Focus ST and you're thinking that the inside is rather quiet, then you might want to check into that. I wasn't gonna make this video because I don't think it's such a big issue. I don't think it's widespread, but it's not really isolated either, because he's not the only person. I thought that car was gonna go. He's not the only person to have this issue. So like I said, you know, if you have a 16 Focus ST, you really should check and see if you think it's a little quiet or whatever. You should check and see, and if your Focus ST does not have a sound Symposer, I would suggest maybe getting it done. Maybe what they're gonna do is, you know, get all the proper stuff that they need for the sound Symposer to work, and then they're gonna actually have to cut a hole in your firewall, because, you know, you need the tube to go into the firewall. So they're gonna have to cut a hole into it to get everything connected and going. Some of the people that were reporting that their sound Symposer was missing had a build date of August of this year, and the original person who posted on the forum, that person's build date was actually July of this year. So you should definitely check it out, see what's up. I don't think it's widespread though, so it's not too big of an issue, but it is something for me to, it's not like super isolated, so I just kind of wanted to spread the word out. And if anybody comes across this video and you do have that issue, of course it is a misbuild, it's not supposed to come like that, so you might want to look into contacting your dealer and maybe having them put it in. I know a lot of people are probably like, why would you want the sound Symposer? You should be happy it didn't come like that. Well, hey, some people want it, some people don't. If you have a Focus ST that's stock with no muffler delete, no resonator delete, no new exhaust, I can honestly see why you would want the sound Symposer, because the car is very quiet without it, because I've actually tried it before. It's very quiet without the sound Symposer when you're stock as far as exhaust. But thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys this Friday, Thursday night, Friday morning. I was gonna say peace, but like I said, I can't say peace anymore. But yeah, I'll see you in the next video. I'm just gonna end the video like that. Christmas music already. Oh my goodness, that's the thing I hate about this place. They play Christmas music year round. The HD2 stations, on all of the stations that have HD2 stations except for 98.3, they play Christmas music year round, and it's so obnoxious. And now this station's got Christmas music on. Delicious. Renegade, Equus over there. Them new G90s look fantastic. Them Genesis G90s, good lord, they look good. A brand new flavor in yeah. It's time for a new flavor in yeah. Speaking of Beastie Boys, does anybody watch PBS? I know that sounds weird coming from a 20-something-year-old guy, but goodness gracious, there's a show on PBS called Sound Breaking. It's so fantastic. It comes on like every night at like 10 o'clock, I think. Hey, this dude slowed all the way down. That's what I'm talking about. You better save your suspension. You know how you always ride with that one person that sings the songs and they don't know none of the lyrics? That's me right now. You know how to flip that money three-way. I need a soldier.